Are we going to live in the blue world, the orange world, or the green world? Hello everyone, welcome to another episode of The Future in 5. My name is still Jacob Morgan, and this is still where I share my thoughts, ideas, and commentary on the future of work in 5 minutes or less. I think this is almost episode number 30, so I've been doing these videos for a while and been getting some great feedback. So first, just want to give a big thank you to everybody that watches the videos and shares them and leave comments. Really much appreciated. Today, I wanted to talk to you about something that PwC put out not too long ago. They did this really cool report and actually did a podcast interview with the lady that helped create the report, Antonia Cusumano. I'm probably butchering her last name, but I think that's what her last name was. I did a podcast interview with her on some of this topic, but really exploring what the future of work is going to look like. And PwC put this really cool report together, and in their report they identified 3 scenarios for what the future of the world is going to look like. And they identified this and classified it based on 3 different types of worlds. There's the blue world, the green world, and the orange world. So the blue world is this world where organizations just become massive and huge and bigger, and everything is just massive. I think I've seen videos and movies like that project in the distant future, where we have organizations that have these massive skyscrapers and hundreds of thousands or millions of employees, and it's just a bunch of large companies that rule the world. So that is the blue world. The green world is a world where corporate and social responsibility and sustainability reigns supreme. So this is where we really care about the environment, we really care about making a difference in our community, we really care about the world, and that sort of trumps the decisions that organizations make. And then we have the orange world, and the orange world is where everything becomes smaller, where freelancers reign, where big companies start to operate like a bunch of smaller companies, where networks become more relevant instead of having these large sort of monolithic organizations. Kind of like this giant building behind me. I'm still in Vegas at the Venetian. I think you can see the Venetian sign up there. So basically, this would be the blue world. There's a bunch of these giant behemoth buildings hanging out all over the place. Probably not something that all of us want. And so again, the orange world is the one where we have this idea of small is the new beautiful. We have networks, we have freelancers, we have independents, and where things are sort of more smaller, nimble, and agile. And if I had to bet on one of these different scenarios, I would bet my chips on the orange world. And for those of you that have been watching the videos for a while, you know that I'm a huge sort of backer and believer in the freelancer economy, and I definitely see that being sort of one of the big trends to watch over the next 5 to 10 years. So I would put my chips on the orange world. Now, what's really cool about this scenario, these 3 worlds that PwC created, is that you don't necessarily have to pick one. It's not to say that the future of the world is just going to be one of these things and not the others. It's going to be a combination. So some organizations are going to believe in the orange world, some organizations are going to focus on the blue world, and some organizations are going to focus on the green world. So we have, we're going to live in a world where there's going to be a mix of all these different types of things. But again, for me personally, I think the orange world, the freelancer economy, the networks, the smaller, sort of more nimble, agile, adaptable types of structures are the ones that I think are going to survive in the future. I think they're the only ones that can survive. And I actually talked about this a little bit in my book on the future of work, and it kind of made me wonder, are organizations getting too big? Is it realistic for us to be managing hundreds of thousands or tens of thousands of employees, or in the case of organizations like Walmart, millions of employees? So are organizations getting too big? That's more of the blue world scenario. Curious to hear what you think. Leave a comment below in the YouTube box, which is down there somewhere. Which world do you think is going to be the most pervasive, and which world do you want to live in? Do you want to live in the blue world, where organizations continue to get bigger and badder, and there's these huge monolithic types of structures? Do you want to live in the green world where corporate social responsibility sort of takes center stage? Or would you rather live in the orange world where networks and freelancers and small is the new beautiful? Or is there kind of a combination of the two, or three, that you would prefer to see? If you want to get access to more of the videos, I should probably learn how to speak properly, right? When I talk fast, I slur my words. If you want to get access to more of the videos, you can visit thefutureorganization.com, or you can look at the Future in 5 playlist on YouTube. Of course, you can also connect with me on Twitter @JacobM, or send me an email at jacob@thefutureorganization.com. Don't forget to visit the FOW community. That's FOWcommunity.com to connect with some of these really cool and progressive thinking companies that are actually exploring what the future of work is going to look like. I'll see you next time on an episode of The Future in 5. Talk to you soon. Hey, are you interested in the future of work? If so, make sure to subscribe to the YouTube channel so you can get all the latest content on the future of work and stay up to date on all the latest trends and happenings. Not to mention, you will make me very, very happy. Make sure to subscribe.